Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm back with another reading, and of course, as usual, thank you guys so much to all of you who are always continuously supporting this channel and continuously supporting my other channel, Awkward Confidence. If you guys are new here, I do have another channel called Awkward Confidence. Feel free to check it out. I'm not even going to tell you what I do on it. Just feel free to pry and stalk it and just see if you like it. If you like it, if you don't, you don't. But anywho, I decided to do a reading on what is your reputation, okay? Because I've done the gossip, I've done, who's saying what, and I kind of thought, what about reputation? Because reputation doesn't always mean that's who you are, but what are you known as, or what kind of character do people assume that you have based upon your reputation, okay? So I have 6 piles today. Someone actually did mention that I need to show the cards clearer to the camera. So I'll try and do that for longer. So for pile 1, we have intention. For pile 2, we have initiation. For pile 3, we have rebirth. For pile 4, we have mask. For pile 5, we have compassion. And for pile 6, we have involution. So go ahead and pick your piles, okay? Just remember, this is a video, okay? It's pre-recorded, it's not live. So if you want to go back and see what kind of pile tickles your fancy, feel free to do that. You can choose even more than one pile, because some people do struggle with choosing a pile. Quite frankly, just go wherever you feel called to. With me, I don't really choose. When I watch other people's pick-up piles and my own, I don't really choose them based upon what the card says. I just go with the number, or I just go with whatever I feel drawn to. Sometimes I'll have myself listening to messages and be like, yeah, that resonates. Oh, that doesn't resonate, So just feel free to do that, okay? I'm going to start now. So starting at pile 1 at 222. Pile 1, you guys chose intention, okay? All right, intention. What is your reputation? Okay, we have surrender, may you release the old. We have King of Swords, which is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Air sign energy. We have water sign energy with the Knight of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Then we have manifestation. Then we have no contact. And then we have the dragonfly and the pansy, which is balance. Sorry guys, I'm being extra because someone's like, oh, I can't see the cards. And honestly, like, I judge my readings based upon my eyesight. And because, alhamdulillah, I'm blessed with good eyesight, I assume that, okay, it seems pretty clear to me, but I forget that, it may not, just because it's clear to me, it may not be clear to other people. So I'm going to try my best to like put it right in your face, okay? So what is your reputation? Okay. Okay. With this King of Swords energy, I am getting that people do see you as very emotionally sound. And I know that's going to sound weird because this is a sword. This is not about emotions, but I'm getting you come across as balanced. Now, sometimes people may look at the King of Swords as someone who's emotionless or they don't really care, but that's not the case. The King of Swords is somebody who's very balanced and fair. They can see both sides of an argument. They're not taking sides. They're not biased. They see things as they truly are and they play fair, right? And they don't allow their emotions to govern their choices. So people see you as very emotionally stable, okay? And very intelligent too. You are the type of person where you actually have really good critical thinking skills. And you'd think that that is a common thing, but it's not. Okay, it's very rare. Not many people have critical thinking skills. So congratulations that you do. Your reputation is you're not just fed information and you just digest it. You're like, you know what? I need to look at other sources. I need to compare notes. I need to research deep into this. I need to hear the other side. You guys are not really the type of people who are likely to be manipulated by others. I'm not saying you can't be manipulated, because every human being on earth is capable of being manipulated, but it's very hard to be manipulated when it comes to you. Okay, you guys are smart and fair. Even if you're a woman here, you may give off a lot of masculine energy. And again, I don't want that to be a slur, because some women get offended when people say that. And honestly, it's not really anything to be offended over. Yes, men may say that in a way to make women feel like shit, but we all have masculine and feminine energies within us. Some people just know when to tap into one energy when they need it. And you may operate a lot from logic, okay? Masculine energy. Okay, so your reputation is that. I hate to make you sound like a pick-me, but it's giving like, I'm not like the other girls if you are a woman. But you really aren't though, okay? You're very emotionally sound, okay? And if you're a man watching this, even more so. If you're a man watching this, your reputation is that you are honored and you are respected, okay? People see you as very intellectual, somebody who stands their ground, somebody who's fair. Like, you're not out here just picking sides with people aimlessly. Like, you're very sound, okay? And that gets you a lot of respect, especially in the workplace, right? Some people may even be intimidated by this, okay? Like, either, if you're a man watching this, either other men respect you or they start to feel a little bit insecure. And if you're a woman watching this, I'm getting a lot of people, majority of people do feel sometimes a little bit insecure around you because of this trait, okay? There's something about your mindset being very, very strong. There's something about strategy. So you have a reputation for talking or moving with tact, okay? I keep hearing Pretty Woman, literally like the movie, but I keep hearing it like the song, Pretty Woman walking down the street. So I think that movie is based upon, like, it's been a blur since I've watched this, but it's a woman who is a prostitute, but she finds a way to kind of like level up through getting in contact with somebody who can take her to the next level. I can't remember the plot too much, but she starts to live a bougie life at some point. So she goes from being like a prostitute to living a bougie life, like, you know, social ladder. But that's through her charm, right? We have surrender here. May you release the old. So you're the type of person where you have a reputation for not holding grudges. And that's not to say that you forget about what people have done to you, but you don't allow it to govern you. You don't allow it to hold you back. Like, say, for example, if you want to really attend an event, but you find out that, oh my God, like my op is going to be there. You may be the type of person that's just like, listen, I'm still going to turn up because I really want to have fun. I don't care who's there. Or if you're angry with someone, it's just kind of like, okay, cool, I'm over it. Like, maybe I felt some type of way at that time, but I could care less. I got shit to do. Like, people see you as someone who can let things go so that you can move on with your life. Again, it's not coming from a place of, oh, I can take people back into my life, or I can get back together with exes. It's giving more of an energy of like, I'm not going to allow you to ruin the vibe of my own life. I'm gonna let it go. But you're somebody who you can drop people easily as well, because surrender is like, anyone can get cut. You don't care. It's just like, I'm sorry if it's not making sense. I'm sorry if it's making me uncomfortable. You're gonna get dropped. I don't care. Like, you're that type of person where some people may see you as very detached, I guess, but I feel like being detached gets a bad rap, because people think if you're detached and you're heartless and you don't have emotions and you're a sociopath, when most of the time it's just like, you guys are very skilled and socially and emotionally intelligent enough to decipher who is going to be an ongoing problem in your life and who isn't. So there's a big difference between, like, say for example, you know, we all have flaws. We're not perfect. You meet someone, they may have a little bit of a character flaw, right? There's a big difference between someone making a mistake and you're kind of like, okay, cool, I can overlook, like, that's something, it's not that deep. And someone who's actively going to pull you back, drain your energy, and you're just like, mm-mm. And because you guys are so smart at being able to pick out who is able to, who basically needs to get dropped and who doesn't in your life, People may mistake that to be, oh, you're heartless, you're so detached, you don't care about people, you can just drop people. But in actuality, like, you've probably gone through so many experiences where you've given people the benefit of the doubt. You've made space for people, but they've always continuously proven to you why you shouldn't have made space for them, you know? So you're getting better at deciphering who is draining and who isn't, okay? Because let's be real, there's sometimes people are not even just draining as in like they're just a bad person, they're draining. No, some people could be good people, but they're still draining, you know? Like, sometimes you're just like, I can decipher between who I want to put up with and who I don't want to put up with, you know? So people see you as someone who's very detached and you know how to surrender from things, okay? For some of you, again, this leads me to manifestation and intention. So again, reminds me of people who are like me, life path number 1, but you don't have to be. It's even good for life path number 11, 22, maybe even 5. But regardless, you guys are very good at manifesting things into your life because you are so good at mastering the art of detachment. Like, you could really, really want something, but you're not as desperate for it. It's like you really want it, you set the intention, you use your affirmations, or you put it out there, whatever you do, okay? Whether it's subliminals, whether it's rituals, whether it's whatever you're into, whatever you practice, right? You set the intention and then you let it go. You believe in yourself that I'm deserving of this. This is going to come to me. It's just a matter of when. And then you go about your day, or you put the necessary movements you need to make in order to make that happen. But you have high hopes in yourself. But again, there's an element of the detachment. And I'm not going to lie, this is a concept that I can't really explain as much, because some people say like, oh, how do you detach, or how do you make that manifestation come true? Because some people don't believe in it, and that's fine. But I believe in it. I believe in things like the law of attraction, stuff like that, because it's worked for me. Now, I can't say it's going to work for everyone, but it's worked for me, you know? And it's one of those concepts that, like, I want to explain how it does and how it works, but I don't know how to explain it. But for this pile, you may have a reputation for saying something and then making it happen. I'm hearing, I think, therefore I am. Like, I'm getting an energy where you could have told a few friends, you could have told people in the past, like, this is what I want to achieve, or this is what I want to do, and then you end up doing it. And just because I've brought up manifestation, it doesn't mean that you didn't work hard for it. It doesn't mean you didn't do anything. But it's like you set that intention, and that intention stays in your mind subconsciously, and then you work your way up, and then it happens a lot quicker, a lot easier, a lot faster, okay? Some people are better at manifesting than others, and some people can manifest faster than others. It just depends on where you're at in your own journey, right? But you guys, you have a reputation for getting the things that you said you were going to get. So if you have a goal in mind currently and you haven't achieved it yet, people believe in you, okay? People believe you're going to get it. It's just a matter of time, because they've seen you say this about other things, and they've seen your life transform in that way. So they feel like they don't doubt your journey, okay? So if you needed that extra confirmation that, oh my God, like, am I basically going to get to that thing that I'm trying to achieve, or whatever it may be, this is a resounding yes, but it's just a matter of timing. So you're not really as fussed, okay? We do have no contact. So yeah, people, you do have a reputation for not talking to people as much, or kind of leaving people on red, or not really getting back to people. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. You have a reputation for that. Like, not answering people, not being as talkative. Like, when you meet people, you probably are warm and nice, and they probably get the impression that, okay, Pawan is probably like easy to talk to. Pawan is probably this type of person. And then as soon as people get closer to you, you're kind of a bit like, okay, cool. Like, don't invade my space now. Okay, I can talk here and there, but I'm not that. This is giving like a work vibe where you come in, you clock in, you do what you need to do at work. You're kind to everybody. You're nice to everybody. If someone talks to you, you talk to them, but you don't initiate that. You know, you kind of keep yourself to yourself. Okay. And it may have some people feeling some type of way, but overall you come across as balanced, okay? All right, you have a really balanced, sound individual, okay? I feel that people who get triggered by this sort of behavior are people who are very emotionally unstable, okay? They're just like, I can't stand it. Like, I feel like they need to thrive off some sort of chaos, and when they see that you are grounded and you have your life together, it's attractive to many people. People want that, but then if they're bringing chaos to your life, you're like, I didn't sign up for this. So yeah, but we do have the Knight of Cups energy. So This is giving, even though this is water energy, I'm thinking of Libra. This is giving a diplomat. You're very diplomatic with your words. You know the right things to say to get what you want. And not even just in that kind of way, but even to comfort others. You have your way with words. That's your reputation. You're very kind and you're very giving, okay? But you know when to stop as well, okay? Because there's a big difference between being kind and being a doormat, and you're not a doormat. So people I reckon that you know the difference, okay? Some of you could also be very creative, because this does make me think of Pisces energy as well. But you're a giver, okay? You're a giver, but you know when to stop giving, which is a perfect balance, okay? It's giving masculine and feminine energies merged into one. I do want to clarify this Knight of Cups a little bit more, because you guys could be a little bit of a lover boy, lover girl energy, romantic at heart, but you have high boundaries. Can we clarify this Knight of Cups energy? Yeah, lovers. Okay, the lovers and the King of Wands. Yeah, you guys deep down are a lover boy, lover girl kind of energy, but you're just very selective with who you give your time and energy to and who you give your love to. But you're very sweet when you need to. You will go all out for someone that you really love, okay? Not many people get to see that side of you, so whoever does, it's a privilege, okay? Well, that's what I'm getting. I'm going to move on to the next pile. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you want a personal reading, just email me. If you would like to join my membership, the first tier is £2.99. The rest of the tiers do increase, okay? So highly up to you, okay? I'm going to move on to the second pile. So second pile, we have 1616. You guys chose initiation. Okay, so what's your reputation? We have heartfelt, may your heart guide you. We have the 8 of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Earth sign energy. Then we have fire sign energy with the 9 of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Then we have academic. And then we have memories, childhood. And then we have the bat and the hellborn, which is intuition. Okay, so what is your reputation? Okay, so I'm getting you guys similar to pile 1 a little bit. You guys are very smart, okay? With this academic, some of you guys have a really wealth of knowledge academically. You probably did really well in school at some point. I would not be surprised if people here have a higher qualification, right? But even if you don't, like, your reputation is people just assume, okay? Sometimes people will just make assumptions about your life, okay? I'm not gonna lie, that's happened to me a lot recently. Like, there are people who think I'm currently married, and I'm like, wait, what? And I'm just like, or there are people who are like, oh yeah, I remember that time when we all went out and you drove us somewhere. And I'm like, I never drove you. Wait, what? Like, some people are just like, they have some weird like perception of you. But if you don't say anything, like if you just run with it, then they're just like, yeah, like that happened, right? Like people may, I'm not gonna lie, it's giving Delulu. I feel like people make assumptions about you. So even if you don't have high qualifications, people just assume you do. And that could be based on a wealth of knowledge that you know, or the fact that you love to learn. You could be someone who just has a knack for wanting to learn. You could just come across as well educated or well spoken, okay? But we do have memories and childhood. So I will clarify this, but originally I was thinking like maybe your reputation is something, maybe trigger warning, happened to you in your childhood that many people may be aware of, but you didn't let it stop you. For some of you, you could be adopted. You could have, you could be adopted. Some of you could have lost a parent. Something to do with your childhood's coming through, like it somehow has shaped or affected you as a person, okay? Or if you're one of those people on TikTok who they may talk about their traumas and stuff like that, you may be known for that. For some of you, I'm hearing eating disorders as well. Like there's some sort of struggle you may share. Okay, like something to do with empowering others. Not for everyone in this pile, but for some people. Can we clarify memories and childhood? We have the Queen of Cups. I feel like there's something to do with your childhood though. This is all about emotions. This is all about repressed emotions. It's not necessarily in a negative way. The Queen of Cups is just someone who's very intuitive, very loving. There's something about childhood. I want to clarify that further. Clarify Queen of Cups with memories and childhood. Clarify memories and childhood with the Queen of Cups. The Fool card. Maybe some people may feel like you're still attached to your childhood. It doesn't always have to be in a negative way. Like people could feel like, yeah, with the Ace of Cups, like you're still childlike, or you still haven't changed since your childhood. You're still the same person, because I'm hearing Jenny from the block. I'm still Jenny from the block. Used to have a little, now I have a lot. Like I feel like you're someone who people may see that there's certain characteristics that never changed. So if you were always a great person since you were a child, like you could have been very much I'm getting like a certain innocence to you. So however you were in school, you may still have that same reputation. You may have a reputation for being very quiet. You may have a reputation for being very loyal, very sweet. You may have the same friends that you had since childhood. You may have the same appearance since childhood. Like you haven't aged a bit. Like you could have, it could be 10 years later and you still look the same. 20 years later and you still look the same. Same hair, same clothes, same style, same people you're hanging out with, same city, same town. There's just something about nostalgic, like something hasn't changed. Okay, maybe even your outlook. Like if you were say for example when you're young, you could have had a certain mentality on love and on people and on life, and it hasn't changed even as you've grown. Maybe your innocence has not been ruined. Okay, it just depends. But there's something about your childhood that's coming through that people link that with you. So it could be negative, it could also be positive. It could either be something catastrophic happen and it does affect the way you move now, or it's something just neutral, like how you used to be as a kid, like nothing has changed. Okay, we do have the 9 of Wands energy. So you may also have a reputation for someone who can be a little bit stubborn, never really gives up, perseverance. When you really want something, you're not gonna let it go until you get it. Okay, this could even be if someone hurts you, like you're not gonna let it go until they get what's coming to them. Or if you're someone who, like, you've been mistreated in like school, university, work, the shop, anything, and you don't let it go, you may report it. Okay, this is something about perseverance coming through. You will not let something go. Okay, but this could also be if you resonate with the more negative side of your childhood that many people may know about. You have not let this stop you from getting where you need to be. You are a conqueror. Okay, you are someone who you don't give up just because of the circumstances. Okay. Yeah, very strong, persevering energy, regardless of what the storyline may be, right? But we do have the 8 of Pentacles. So yeah, your reputation is you're very consistent. You're very reliable, responsible, and consistent. And this could even be pertaining to friendships. Like people know that they can count on you. Like if someone needs your support, they know they can come to you. If someone needs somebody, like if they're like, oh, I got pal 2 by my side, they're always going to look at you as that person. You are so trustworthy and so consistent. But this could also be that you guys work really hard. Okay, you guys have a really good work ethic. You like to work, you like to earn your own money. Like you don't believe in like relying on anyone else. Like you're very consistent, you're very hardworking. Okay, if you're trying to get to another position somewhere in your life, whether it's through status or whether it's your job position, like people see you as someone who's steady and focused, and you're resilient. You never stop. Okay. Yeah, you also have a reputation for being very intuitive. So nothing really gets past you, pal 2. People can lie straight to your face and you'll know. Even if it looks convincing, like you call BS. So this makes me think that you guys are the quiet people, especially in new settings, but like most of all in general. Like you may do more observing than you do talking. You may like to read the room a little bit. So it's giving Cancer energy. A lot of Cancers I know are like that. My best friend is a Cancer. She's like that. But I also know like every Cancer I come across, they are quiet. I've never met a loud Cancer. They're always so reserved. Okay. And if they like you and they trust you, then they open up. They become really, I love that about them. Okay. It's like they're the crab, but yeah, you are somebody who's very intuitive. So you may do a lot more watching than talking, but yeah. You guys have a heart of gold, okay? Because we have, may your heart guide you. This is a heartfelt. People know that your intentions are always pure for everything you do. I heard scapegoat. Some people may use you as a scapegoat. And this makes me really, really sad and really angry on your behalf. But it's because they know you have such a good heart. Okay, you guys could be giving empath vibes. A lot of people do see you as such a great person. But sometimes this can put you in a position where people who have bad intentions feel like they want to use you. But your intuition, as long as you follow it, it's got your back. okay? But you have such a big heart, and a lot of people can see that. Like, I feel like you're the type of person that if someone was to hate you, it would not make sense. It says everything about them. Because why would you hate Pal 2? Imagine hating Pal 2 and they're out here praying for you. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, you guys are very wholesome people. And you give off that energy, that reputation, okay? But we have initiation. So this is giving cardinal energy. Cancer, Libra, Aries, and what is the other one? We have Aries for fire, Libra for air, Cancer for water. So for earth is Capricorn. Yeah, you guys have cardinal energy. Okay, so yeah, it's giving like, if I want to make something happen, I'm going to have to initiate. So when something really means a lot to you, you do put in the effort, you do initiate. But if something does not mean that much to you, you're not going to initiate. So people know that you're selective with what you want to invest your time and energy into. Like, you may not be much of a talker, but if you're going for a job interview and you know you have to talk, you're like, okay, cool, I'm going to use my communication skills because I need this job. You know, it's giving that kind of energy. Or like if you're talking to someone that you really like suddenly like you're a conversationalist, but then with other people that you don't really feel close to or don't have an urge to talk to, you're kind of reserved. Okay, you're very selective, but people have picked this up. Okay, people know that you're not as quiet as you come across. Like, you're not that quiet person, like you're just selective. Okay, but that's your reputation. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you want a personal reading, just email me. If you want to join my membership, it's only £2.99. I'm gonna move on to Pile 3. So Pile 3 is 26 minutes and 26 seconds. Okay, you guys chose Rebirth. Okay, what's your reputation? We have Dream. May your imagination run free. I actually don't remember shuffling Pile 3, so I'm actually interested to see this card, Dream, because I don't even remember seeing that. We have Earth sign energy with the Four of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Then we have Children, and then we have Pregnancy. Oh, wow. Okay, someone in this part could be pregnant. Some of you could already have kids, but you don't have to. Okay, so don't click away yet. We have the Raccoon and the Sycamore, which is Curiosity. Okay. Ooh, so I don't know if this is accurate to who you truly are or not, but you have a reputation for being abundant. Like, people just see you as someone who you get opportunities, and especially if these are people who are judging you through the lens of social media, because as I always say, social media can be fiction sometimes. We're only going to post the things that we want people to see. We're not going to post the other things that we don't want people to see, all right? Unless you're like me, who's very lazy and I just don't like editing. So if you hear my kids in the back or they come in or you hear some interruption, you're going to see everything. Okay, but regardless, you guys are the type of people where people assume you get a lot of opportunities. This could be for work, career, I'm hearing social status, just something like people just feel like you're very blessed. Like, everything works in your favor. You're always given opportunities out of the blue, especially people who don't know you that well. Okay, especially people who can only judge you based upon how you present yourself or a little bit of a snippet online. But I don't feel like people who know you in depth. And sometimes it could feel Pile 3, that no one really knows you inside and out, you know? But from the surface, this looks like you're always offered opportunities. People don't know the behind the scenes. People don't know what you've had to do to get to this position, A, B, and C. Like, people just see things being presented to you and they assume that you're very blessed and you're very lucky, okay? But people, again, with the reputation here, trigger warning, people feel like you can sometimes be a little bit selfish. Selfish is not a bad thing. Okay, sometimes it's good to be selfish. It depends on the context, right? But people feel like you are stingy. And it doesn't just have to be financially. It could just be stingy with your energy, stingy with your time, stingy with your love, okay? This is giving mine. I don't want to share. Okay, so people may feel like, especially with food, some of you guys may love your food and you're like, I'm not sharing. I don't mind buying you food, but you're not sharing mine. Okay, so you give off a vibe that you can be very, very stingy. Okay, but some people get the vibe that you are given so much, you are blessed and you are fruitful, but you don't like to share. Okay, trigger warning, that may not be true. Can we clarify the Four of Pentacles? Yeah, like, you're selective. Like, people feel like you're in a position to give, to help, to really give back to the community if you really want to, or to really give back to them. But you're like, no, I'm not going to give it to you. No, I'm not going to give it to you. Like, they feel like you have a lot to give, but you choose not to give it. They feel like you're abundant. They feel like if you're not abundant, they feel like you're destined for abundance. So you may attract some people that want to be close to you. You want to scoot up next to you so that they can reap the rewards of what you're trying to achieve. Some people see your success or your impending success before you do sometimes. So people really, really want a taste of that energy, but you could be like, no, 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 no. I worked hard for this. I'm not going to share it with you. I don't trust you. I don't know you. You're going to have a lot of people in your energy who expect a lot. So your reputation is you have opportunities, you have a lot to share, to give, but you may choose to be closed off. Some of you, people may feel like you pretend to not have much, but you have a lot. I don't know if that's true, but people assume that you're pretending when you pretend to not have much, but you have more than what you're leading on. Okay. Some people will be pocket watching you. Okay. Start lying to people, pal 3. Not everyone needs to know your business. Or not even just lying. Just say, that's a personal question. It's private and it's against my religion to talk about my business. Or what did she say? It's against my religion to tell you my business. Like, it's giving that, because people be nosy, okay? We have pregnancy. So if you're not pregnant and you don't have kids, right? This is more about your ideas. People feel like you come up with an idea and it crystallizes exactly the way you wanted it to come out as. And people just see this skyrocketing you into new positions, new opportunities in life, okay? People feel like you're giving birth to your own legacy through the things that you're really passionate about, okay? We do have children here, I will clarify, but this could also be in the form of support. You have people who unconditionally love you. Can you clarify children? Yeah, you have people who love you unconditionally. And if you are a parent, then it's, of course, you're a great parent. But there's a reputation that people will happily follow you. People will happily support you and love you, okay? Because you guys have big dreams, big goals, big aspirations, and you're not afraid to take the risks and take the chances to get to where you want to be in life. And your reputation is that you always land on your feet. You're like a cat, right? But people believe in you. Even your haters, I'm getting, believe in you. Yeah. Even your haters believe in you. But we have curiosity though. So you could have a reputation for always wanting to start something new. I'm not getting curiosity as in you want to know people's tea. Although maybe some of you do. I mean, shit, right? But this curiosity is coming more of like a thirst for learning. But not in always an academic sense, but like a thirst for trying something new. Like you may feel like, okay, I have this and this and this and this going on, but I want to start something new, or I want to try some new challenges. I want to explore something. I want to do something outside of my comfort zone. I want to try new food. I want to go to a new place. Like you're always looking for something new. Okay, that's your reputation. Always trying something new and meeting new people and being introduced to new doorways every single time. Okay, because we have rebirth. So there's something about rebirth coming through. I'm getting you guys go through a lot of challenges that transform you. So you guys are always changing, adapting, evolving. I would not be surprised if you're not the same person you were a year ago, 2 years ago, 5 years ago, childhood. Like you're always changing and evolving. And I used to think this was natural. I used to think that every human being adapts and grows and changes, evolves. And I'm now realizing it's not that common. A lot of people are the same. And those people who are the same, they expect everyone else to also continually be the same as well. I didn't know that. I thought growth was just a part of the human experience, but not always. Some people they like a stable life. They like things being the same, things being in order. That's all they know. And they feel like that's just how it's meant to be, right? So you guys are very different. You go through a lot of transformations. For some of you, can even be physically. You're always looking different. Whenever someone sees you, you never look the same. You always have a new outfit, a new style, a new personality. There's always new news with you. Like 1 minute someone was talking to you, lived in Japan, and now someone talks to you again, suddenly you live in Canada. Then the next time someone talks to you, suddenly you live in Spain. Like you're always doing something different. So no one can truly say that they know you because who you are is always changing. Are you guys a Gemini? Because this is giving Gemini, this is giving Scorpio. This is giving, you know what? It's giving multiple signs, okay? Yeah. but you're always yearning for something new, and that's your reputation. But you go through a lot of transformations. Like, it's okay. You use challenges as catalysts to change. So say, for example, if you don't have it in you to change randomly, like you're like, okay, I'm not going to sit and reflect and just randomly change. Sometimes it takes a trigger to make you change. So you could go through relationships that teach you a lot and make you learn about yourself. And then you like, okay, cool. Now I'm going to go get a PhD. Now I'm going to go to the gym and like, and put all this anger there. Like, you always go through transformations, and that is your reputation. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to move on to the next pile. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you want a personal reading, just email me. I don't bite. If you want to join my membership, it's only £2.99. Okay. I'm going to move on to pile number 4. Thank you guys so much for watching. Okay. So now pile number 4. We have pile number 4 at 35 minutes. And you know what? Let's make it a little bit of a pattern. And 25 seconds. Okay. You guys chose mask. Okay, so what's your reputation? We have upbeat. May your inner child come out to play. We have Ace of Swords, which is air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have the Chariot, which is Cancer, okay, water sign energy. And then we have husband material. Ooh, okay. And then we have Pride. And then we have the Cayman and the Poppy, dreams. Okay. So pile 4, what is your reputation? If you're a man watching this, yes, your reputation is that you are husband material, okay? You are loyal to the soil. You're giving provider. You're giving, I'm going to hold it down for my loved one. I'm going to hold it down for my girl. I'm going to hold it down for my guy, whatever you're interested in. Like, you're giving, like, yeah. Pile 4 is a type of man that I would marry, okay? And if you are a woman watching this, and if you are taken with someone, people assume that your man is husband material, okay? Your man holds it down for you. You've got lucky in love, okay? But if you're single, just disregard that message. This is more like for my men and for women who are taken for that specific message, okay? But don't click off. Don't click off. Just take what resonates, leave what doesn't, okay? But we do have pride, okay? So I'm also getting, okay, part 4, your reputation is that you could be a little bit prideful. And this doesn't just have to be about you being prideful in general, but this pride could also come from a sense of, like, you take pride in the way you look. You take pride in yourself. If you do have a partner and you may have issues that go on behind closed doors, because I always feel like you shouldn't idolize any relationship because you never know what's going on behind closed doors, right? You would rather keep that private. Speak good of your partner, but keep all the problems that you have between each other private and work it out together, okay? Because you have a sense of pride, okay? I'm also getting you have a reputation for not accepting help, and that again could be due to pride. Like, you may feel like, no, it's okay, I got it. I don't want to be a burden on anyone. I don't want to feel like I have to like beg to get this. Like, I got it. Like, even if you haven't got it, you're like, I got it. I'll find a way, when there's a will, there's a way. You could not want to ask for help a lot of the time, okay? You don't want to be a burden. That I'm getting, that's your reputation, okay? We do have mask though. So maybe you have a reputation for having a what's it called? RBF, resting bitch face. So you may hide a lot of emotions. You may have a very neutral face. But behind that neutral face, you could be feeling all sorts of emotions. So people assume that you hide your emotions. People feel like you come across like you may not care about a lot of things, but they know like deep down, you probably do care about some things, but you may not show it, okay? I'm also getting a stern face. Like, you may have a very stern looking face at times when you're concentrating on something especially, but it looks like anger, even if you're just concentrating. Yeah. People feel like you're just hiding a lot with that mask. Can you clarify mask? I just realized there's a poppy in this card and there's a poppy in this card. So you may not share with people your intentions, your dreams, your hopes. Like, when people ask like, oh, what's your goal? What do you want to be in life? You may just be tight-lipped like, I don't know. Like, you may not tell people what your plans are. Okay, can you clarify mask? You may come across, I feel like you keep things to yourself because it's more like you don't want anyone to spoil your plans. It's like even your happiness, you may come across as very strategic. even if you're happy in life, like you have a great partner, or you have really good things going for you, or you have big plans or things to be really excited about, you don't tell people about these things. You're very secretive. You keep this in. So even if you are happy, you may appear neutral. You may be like, I'm really happy. Everything's great. What's wrong? You know, like you may actually be keeping things to yourself to protect your happiness. Some of you may believe in evil eye, and you're just like, I'm not trying to have my things ruined. I don't want to be affected by evil eye, so let me keep this to myself. You may be a bit more on the private side. I would not be surprised if some of your accounts on social media are private, you know. But yeah, people get the sense that you may hide your emotions a lot, or you just don't show them, whether it's by default or you willingly don't show them. But I'm getting a secretive energy as well. Like you're not telling people what your plans are, okay? But we do have dreams though. So people do feel that you can be a little bit dreamy. I don't know if this is in regards to your goals or something, but you could be very dreamy in general. I heard Delulu is a Salulu. So maybe you could, especially with someone close to you, you could like jump to conclusions when it comes to things, but it may just be something that you're thinking about. It may not be the case. Ooh, for some of you may end up starting unnecessary beef with someone in your head, yet it didn't really happen that way. Like say for example, if someone hasn't texted you in the same day, you're like, oh my god, they're ignoring me, they're talking to other people, aren't they? Yet the whole time, like they're probably just working. Okay, because I'm getting a Neptunian vibe with these dreams. But let's clarify dreams. It could have another meaning. Can we clarify dreams? Wait, we have the Pisces energy with the Hanged Man. So yeah, you could be looking at things a certain way, but that's just like, I feel like it's magnified by your own assumptions, maybe even projections. Can we clarify this Hanged Man and the dreams? You may also have big goals and big dreams when it comes to achieving things, but you may feel stuck at times. Yeah, okay, so this is to do with success. 6 of Wands, and we have the 8 of Cups. So, oh my god, some people, that's so sad. And then we have the 3 of Swords. So your reputation, some people may feel like you have big goals and big dreams for things, but you haven't achieved a lot of them yet, in the eyes of others at least, and they feel like you may be giving up. Some people feel like you're giving up on your dreams. Like you're walking away from your dreams because you really wanted success, and maybe it hasn't happened. Some of you guys could be in your 30s. Some of you guys could even be in your 40s, but you may feel like something hasn't been working out, so you may be walking away from it, or that's what people assume, especially if you do something online but you've taken a long break, like you haven't posted in a minute and it's been a long time. Some people may feel like you're giving up, especially if you have no post or you've taken everything down. Yeah, people feel like you're giving up on a dream, especially with this Hanged Man. They may feel like you feel stuck on something, or something's not picking up the way you want it to, so you may be giving up. That's sad. I hope that's not the case. But some people are assuming that for some of you that, you know, you're giving up, you're surrendering. We do have upbeat. Okay, so may your inner child come out to play. So you may come across as very social when you need to be, but also in touch with your inner child to some extent. Like say, for example, you may do something that is soothing to you, that maybe you've liked since childhood. So say, for example, some of you may play a sport, you may play basketball, you may dance, you may, you may play the piano, you may play an instrument. There's something you do that is a form of therapy, and it's like a nice way to like get yourself feeling like, okay, I can tap into my creativity again, I can tap into my something again when life gets stressful. Can you clarify upbeat? Yeah, it's something that you could invest in and actually potentially monetize, okay? But you invest a lot in yourself. For some of you, this upbeat could also be therapy. It's like you want to get into the nitty-gritty of your inner child. Yeah, as in like, oh, I need to fix some things from my childhood so that I can show up my best self and be happy. And you may feel like getting into the journey of going to a therapist is what's going to bring you fulfillment and make you upbeat, make you reassured, okay? Can we clarify upbeat with the 7 of Pentacles? Yeah, this is also speaking to creativity. So yeah, some of you may do something creative or something that makes you feel like your inner child is coming out and understood, okay? And something that keeps you busy, okay? But we have the Chariot and the Ace of Swords. So your reputation is, you're a very good conversationalist. You're a very good talker and you're very smart. People feel like you come across as very level-headed and emotionally intelligent, emotionally sound. but very smart overall, but very good communicator. I'm getting you guys are very communicative, okay? But with the Chariot, yeah, so your reputation is you like to take initiative, or you like to make, I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting with the Ace of Swords and the Chariot, I'm getting some of you may come across as confrontational to other people, even if you're not, or even if you are, because there's nothing wrong with being confrontational. I'm acting like it's something to be comforted about, like, even if you're not. But it's like, people feel like you're confrontational because you're not afraid to call out BS. You're not afraid to speak your mind. You're not afraid to say things that most people will feel like, ooh, that's a bit taboo, or maybe I shouldn't say that. But you're not afraid to call BS. Like, especially when it comes to people you love, your friends, your family, your lovers. Like, if something's bothering you, you're gonna speak up about it and you're gonna confront it. You're gonna say, okay, let's get to the bottom of this. I don't want to go to sleep and we haven't solved this issue. Like, I need to talk to you. Like, okay, like, people may feel like you're quick with it when it comes to communication. Another message could be that you guys reply to people very quickly, or you don't take too long to get back to others. Okay. But that's all I'm getting. I'm going to move on to pile 5. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'm not going to lie, I thought that was pile 5. But if you want a personal reading, don't hesitate to email me. And yeah, if you want to join my membership, it's only £2.99. So yeah. Okay, I'm going to move on to pile 5. So pile 5, 45 minutes and 45 seconds. You guys chose compassion. Okay, what's your reputation? We have thanks, may gratitude lift you up. We have Wheel of Fortune, which is Sagittarius energy, fire energy. Then we have the Two of Cups, which is water sign energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Then we have, we have cheating. Okay, we have help me. Okay. And then we have the Turtle and the Coriander, which is satisfaction. Okay, trigger warning, trigger warning. It may not be true and it may not resonate with everyone in this pile, but don't click off straight away. But for some of you, you may have a reputation for cheating. And if you know you don't, don't worry. But some people may either assume that you cheat, maybe because of how attractive you look, or other people really want you, other people give you attention. If you're just nice to people, you're just friendly to people, some people may take that as flirting, or take that as, you're stepping out. But regardless, some people don't even know if you're taken. They never know if you're taken with someone or not. But people assume that you are the type to cheat. Or if you have cheated, then you've earned yourself a really, really bad reputation, okay? People assume that you either cheat or you will cheat, okay? Yeah, because people, okay, trigger warning, it may not be true, okay? This is a very different message to the other piles, but some people may see you as someone who you never like to be alone, okay? You always like to be in a relationship, you always like to be connected to someone, but people may mistake this to be, okay, so if you're someone who always needs to be in a relationship, then you're going to cheat, okay? Because you love attention, okay? Oh, that may not even be true. Don't come for my subscribers that way. People, whoever thinks this. But yeah, people assume that you cheat. I think it's also because they assume you're a good catch. So even if you're single watching this, like, I don't cheat. I'm not even with anyone. And even if I was, I wouldn't cheat. But people assume you're a good catch. But they may assume that because you get a lot of attention, you're more susceptible to cheat, okay? Especially with the Wheel of Fortune, okay? Trigger warning, if any of you suffer with any mental health conditions that are public, that people know about, some people may see you as erratic, unpredictable. You move randomly, very like unexpectedly, spontaneously. If you want to do something, you just do it very impulsively. You may talk without a filter for some of you, but yeah, people assume that, yeah, like you're hard to predict. So they're just going to assume the worst, that you're going to cheat. Some people may be very much attracted to you, but they feel like, I'm not going to take the risk with Power 5 because they're most likely going to cheat anyway. That's a bad assumption, especially if it's not true. I don't think my subscribers move that way. At least I hope you guys don't. Okay. We do have help me though. So, oh, trigger warning. I really hope this does not resonate with everyone, but with the help me, people may assume that your reputation is you always are in a problem. You always have a problem with someone. You're always in an argument. You're always losing friends. You always have in some sort of issue. Like there's always a problem going on in your life that you need help with. Whether you reach out to people for help or not, people always assume that you're always stuck in issues and drama because you're unpredictable. I'm hearing, am I the drama? Is it me? Am I the drama? You know, I'm getting that kind of vibe. Like some people just assume that you're the reason why you are the reason why you put yourself in issues. Like you don't think things through. People question your decision making skills. Ooh. Who's coming for my part fives like that? We have satisfaction. So again, with the cheating, people feel like you love pleasure. Are you guys Leos? Not judging. Because when I think of satisfaction, I think of the fifth chakra. Is it the fifth chakra? The sacral chakra. So like, that's ruled by orange. And that makes me think of Leo. Because Leo is like the fifth sign, right? And it makes me think of like pleasure. So yeah, like you don't have to be though, but it's giving that, right? So people, I think that you go towards fulfillment, you seek pleasure. You guys may need like a dopamine hit, okay? And if you're not satisfied somewhere, you're gonna go somewhere else where you're satisfied. If someone's not giving you attention, you're gonna go somewhere else, you know, like, because people feel like you're unpredictable with this Wheel of Fortune. Okay. We do have thanks though. So people do acknowledge that you are grateful to the people who are in your life. Like you don't shit on these people. But at the same time, people assume that like, oh, why did I hear a dump truck? Okay, you guys could have a really, really nice body. You could have a, you know. But yeah, with the things, people do acknowledge that you are someone who, you do appreciate the people that care about you in your life. Okay, you don't throw them away. You do appreciate them a lot. And you have a lot to be thankful for. Some of you may be on the more emotional side, like you're not afraid to like tear up, you know, when people do really good things for you. Sometimes you may question when people are doing good things for you because you're like, oh my God, I'm not used to this, okay? But yeah, so I'm not gonna lie, I heard eggshells. With this Wheel of Fortune, some people don't know what version of you they're gonna get. They feel like you're very unpredictable. They don't know what mood you're gonna be in that day. Like you may decide to be in a bad mood and they may get the backlash for it. And it makes people a little bit more cautious of you. But people, even though some people are making these assumptions about you, or maybe have these assumptions about you, it's weird because they can still see the good in you though. Okay, so it's not all bad. People do see the good in you because we do have compassion. So people do see you as someone who wants to help others. Like perhaps you, people may assume that you have a lot of your own problems, but instead of solving your own problems, people may feel like you're so hyper fixated on helping other people with their problems because in some way it heals you. Okay, it's like if you've had a traumatic childhood, you may have gone into jobs like being a therapist, a psychologist, or even in the health field, like not just mental health, but even physical health. Like you may have an urge to want to help people and understand people. You may be very empathetic, like you go above and beyond to understand people really well. You could be someone who has a really high level of emotional intelligence. So people do know that you're coming from a good place. People do know that they care, like you care about people so much. Like a lot of people do feel the love that you have to give them. It's just that people may not like your unpredictability though. People may feel like, yeah, but it's short-lived because I don't know what mood Power 5 is going to be in, okay? Or I don't know, Power 5 needs to have a lot of attention, okay? And it makes them feel a bit unsettled. But they may see that you're always in problems with people, but it could just very well be like something to do with childhood trauma. If that is the case, and people may feel like because you're so empathetic, you may get into the wrong crowds, or you don't know the difference between people who are not good for you and people who are good for you. Like some people may feel like you make really bad decisions in love because you're very trusting and empathetic. Okay, can we clarify this Two of Cups energy? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. With the Six of Wands, people may feel like you love attention, you love relationships, you can't be alone. And it doesn't just have to be in love. It could even just be like having a close friend to talk to vent to. Whenever something happens, like you have to talk to someone about it. You may be more extroverted. And extroverted doesn't always mean you're the life of the party and you're very social, you could talk to everyone. It just means that you feel more energized when you talk to people. You feel more energized externally than internally. Like you may not like being alone, okay? But people may feel like you need attention. And trigger warning, it may not be true, but some people may see you as a bit clingy, okay? They may feel like you're always needing attention. And if you don't give it to them, then you're going to find someone else who will, okay? But you're not afraid to walk away if you don't get what you're wanting, okay? But that was a major trigger warning, because I don't even know if that is you guys, but that's how some people are perceiving you. I don't know who's perceiving you that way, but don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you want a personal reading, just email me. If you want to join my membership, it's only £2.99. Thank you. I'm going to move on to pile 6. Okay, so 5434. You guys chose Involution. So what's your reputation? We also have a liberation. So don't tell the other piles. Shh. But I put 2 of these cards in, okay? We have resolved. May you let it go. We have star, which is Aquarius energy, air sign energy. Then we have water sign energy with the moon, which is Cancer or Pisces. And then we have you were right. And then we have I got bored. At the back of it, we have I hate you. Oh my God. Okay, pile 6. And then we have the moth and the eucalyptus, which is an ending. Okay. I need to make this quick because I feel like, what's going on, boys? Okay, I need to make this quick. Okay. So what's your reputation? People feel like you keep a distance from them because you find them boring. Okay, we have I got bored and I hate you. Oh my God, this this is triggering for me. People may assume that you don't like them, especially if you're someone who's not as talkative or you don't really like small talk. There's like a soundbite on TikTok, which is like a British soundbite, and it's so accurate. It's like, hi, how are you? I'm good. You good? You? How's your weekend? Like in that accent, right? And like, oh my God, it's like so. It will trigger people who do not like small talk. Like, what is there to mention about the weather? Like, we live in Britain. The weather's changing every 5 seconds. Like, come on now. Like, you know, so you guys may not like small talk, right? You have a reputation for getting bored, or you need mental stimulation, right? To have a conversation. You may want to talk about more philosophical things about life. And questioning things, more taboo things, right? But people may feel like you're so like intellectually charged that they may feel like they bore you if they're not. And this may not even be true, but this is their assumption. So they feel like you get bored of people quickly, and that's why you don't take the time to talk to them, okay? But with I hate you, that's a bit strong here. I don't know why I wrote that, that's a bit strong. But people may assume because you find them boring, you don't like them. People take your lack of communication to mean you don't like them. Okay, we do have an ending. So you do have a reputation for ending things with people, like walking away. Like if someone does not tickle your fancy, if you're not really feeling someone, you have no qualms about walking away, and that is your reputation. Like you put anything to an end, you will shut it down. Okay. However, you do have a reputation for being right. We have you were right. So yeah, I feel like people assume things. People project these thoughts onto you, because I'm getting with pile 6, you do not do anything to make anyone feel like shit or make anyone feel some type of way. People just choose to feel that way for whatever reason. Like if you decide to, like, I don't know, say for example you meet a couple of new friends, or you're part of a group chat, you're that one person in the group chat that's not saying anything, you're just reading it, and that's it. So people be like, yeah, I feel like pile 6 doesn't like me, you know, like especially if you are introverted and you trigger a lot of extroverted people, because they're so used to, like, again, thriving off of other people's energies. But then introverted people are kind of like, they thrive on their own energy. So it's kind of like people feel like, oh, are you too good for us? Do you not like us? But it's not the case. You just like to rest and recharge. Some people are draining in general, and they may not even be draining. You just get drained easily in general. So sometimes you need that alone time to recharge. But people take that the wrong way, okay? But people do acknowledge you are right about a lot of things, okay? People feel like you're very intuitive with this moon card. Like nothing gets past you. If you have a certain, I wouldn't say prediction, but unless you guys do tarot here, then this is on point. Your predictions are on point. Your tarot reading is on point. But if you have certain ideas about people, like when you first meet them, you're very good at reading people because it always ends up being on point. Okay, your intuition is really on point. As soon as you get a bad vibe from someone, you stay away from them. And they may feel like, why are they staying away from me? And then they find out, and then you find out down the line why you were even avoiding such a person, okay? Your intuition is on point, okay? We do have the star card though, so a lot of people are drawn to you, and this is so weird because I'm getting you don't really like talking to people as much. You don't like being around too many people as much or keeping up with people as much, but it makes people want it even more because they try to then seek that validation and like, you know what, because pile 6 is so mysterious and they keep to themselves, if I manage to get pile 6 to be interested in me, then I feel validated. I feel like someone. And yet the whole time you're just like, I just like my peace. It's got nothing to do with you. I ain't got no beef with you. Okay. But people are very drawn to your light. As a star, yeah, people are drawn to your light. You guys could have big VIP celebrity energy. A lot of people want to be close to you. A lot of people feel like your energy alone is healing, especially in relationships. Okay. Especially if you're a Pisces 8th house, okay? Like a lot of people want to be in relationships with you, and then for some reason, something along the lines, it just turns dark, and then they end up fumbling you, and then when you guys split, like all their good luck has run out of their life, and they're just using the rest of their life to just stalk you and miss you and hope about you and think about you and dream about you and wondering why they fumbled you. It's weird, okay? You heal a lot of people. You guys are healers, okay? I feel like you heal the right people. Like some people may ask you like, oh, what do you see in that person? Why did you date that person? But it was all divinely guided. You needed to teach them something. They needed to teach you something as well. You learned from each other and you grew and you evolved. But the people that you come in contact with, they are left spiritually I wouldn't say stunted, but like they do learn something, but they don't implement it. Like they learn a lot from you. You open their mind, you broaden their horizons, but then they just don't have it in them to fully evolve, okay? But you are like revolutionary, okay? This is Aquarius energy. There's something very unique about you. You really do stand out, pile 6, and your reputation is you're very different. You're unique. There is no one on this planet who is like you. And I know that's such a cliche, we're all different, but let's be real. They say we're all different, but a lot of people are very similar. I'm not gonna lie. Some people, this is gonna sound so controversial, but fuck it. Some people are replaceable. I'm just gonna keep it real, okay? There are a lot of NPCs in this world, okay? However, with you, you're not, okay? Once someone fumbles you, they will never find anyone else like you. Even friendships, you're one of a kind. You are the blueprint, okay? There is no one else like you, pile 6. So a lot of people do see that in your reputation. So it makes people drawn to you, but it can also make people feel triggered. And it can also make people feel jealous and envious, okay? But you're very secure in yourself. We do have resolve. So yeah, whenever you have a problem, you always go within and you always solve it. We even have involution. You go within, okay? Most people, if they have a problem, it's natural to go and seek help from others, okay? With you, you go within. You're like, I need to talk to someone who I can really rely on that will give me sound advice. I know, let me talk to myself. I know that sounds so grandiose, but I'm just keeping it real. Like you guys go within. You guys, similar to pile 3, you make a lot of transformations. Okay, you don't stay the same. And you guys are not the type of people that victim shame yourself. Even if you are a victim, you refuse to acknowledge yourself as a victim. You're like, no, I needed to go through that painful lesson. It taught me everything I needed to know, because I wouldn't be this way if I wouldn't have gone through that. So I needed that. Like you look at things like that. You're an alchemist. You know the power of alchemy. So sometimes when you hit rock bottom, you know it's necessary for your growth. So you know how to bounce back up because you transmute that energy. Many people don't have this. And the fact that you have this triggers them, okay? You go within. I think it's so comfortable to get stuck in the victim mentality, which you don't, okay? But yeah, you always find a solution for your problems. I don't know what it is. If you're having financial issues, the issues resolve themselves, okay? I'm going to recommend QT Subliminals. There's a video she uploaded called Problem Solver. It's like a music one, right? I don't really like the affirmations one because it requires you to meditate and low-key it's just boring. Sometimes I just need to go outside and like listen to something that, you know, I can like 1-2 step to, especially at the gym as well. So I highly recommend her music Subliminals. There's one about problem solving. So that reminded me of what the reputation that you exude, okay? All problems work themselves out for you, okay? You don't stay down for very long, okay? We even have liberation. Yeah, liberation in the star card. You guys are very quirky, eccentric, unconventional. It's giving Aquarius vibes, okay? So you guys are very free. I feel like if you're a woman watching this, I love your vibe because you're giving off fulfillment. Like, you just want to make yourself happy and stand in your own truth. You're not someone who's male-centered, I'm getting. Like, don't get it twisted. You may love love. You may want love. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. It's a human trait to want, right? But you're not obsessed with a man. You're not male-centered. Like, oh my God, what do men like? So I need to change myself and alter myself to get a man. Like, you're not that type of person. You're just like, I'm out here living my best life, and whoever wants to be with me, then they'll come to me, okay? But I'm enjoying my best life. Like, it's giving that energy. Like, you cannot be shamed or pressured by society into anything. Like, even if you're an older woman watching this, you don't have children, no one can make you feel like you're being selfish because you decide to not have kids. You know, or no one can make you feel like shit if you don't want to ever get married, or if you're part of the LGBT and you come from a culture where it shames that, like, you just don't care, or you dress how you want, or you look how you want, you operate the way you want to operate, and no one can make you feel insecure because of it. And it's what people love this about you, because they low-key wish they had this trait. Okay, it's very sexy for someone to be like, looking society in the eye and be like, I choose to be me, you know? Yeah, I love that for you guys. But you on point. You're very, very on point. You're right about a lot of things. Yeah, very, very, very on point. But with the moon card, this can represent secrets as well, not just intuition. So you may not reveal too much of yourself to just anyone. You're very selective. For some of you, you may not even reveal yourself to just anyone, like in terms of like deep things. Like, you're your authentic self, but you may not be like chummy with just everyone. Okay? And I feel like people, it makes them even more drawn to you because you come across so mysterious. Okay? But yeah, that's what I'm getting. I'm going to end it there. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.